Welcome back to the Malaysia Money Matters show. It's the 11th of September 25. Today, we're doing our deep dive into the latest news affecting your money, Malaysian businesses, and the wider world picture.
Yeah, trying to connect those dots for you.
Exactly. Give you that shortcut to what really matters. Okay, let's kick things off with some Malaysian company updates. Sunway and a partner. They've secured another piece of land in Singapore.
That's right, in Chuan Grove. A second plot adjacent to one they already have.
And the bid was pretty hefty, RM2.05 billion.
It was. But the key thing here really is the strategy. It lets them build a much larger integrated project.
Integrated, like
Right.
combining different types of development.
Precisely. Mixed use. Think residential, commercial, all connected. It solidifies their mega project plans there. It's quite smart playing the long game in that market.
Okay, strategic expansion. Got it. Now, shifting gears a bit, VS Industry. Their shares took quite a tumble.
Yeah, over 15%. A significant sell-off.
Any particular reason?
Well, there seem to be concerns about demand, maybe tariff impacts. Plus, some key management figures are selling shares.
Ah, so maybe some internal jitters combined with market worries.
Could be. The company says operations are fine, but it's definitely something investors are watching closely.
All right, on a more positive note, green energy. 13 developers won bids for large-scale solar projects.
Yes, this is big news. Over RM6 billion in total investment.
Wow. And creating jobs, too.
Potentially up to 12,000 jobs, they estimate. It's a really significant push towards Malaysia's renewable energy target.
That's 70% by 2050 goal. Right.
Exactly. This directly helps build local industry capacity in renewables. It's crucial.
Okay, sticking with Malaysian companies making moves. AirAsia's maintenance arm, ADE.
Asia Digital Engineering, yeah. They landed a heavy maintenance contract with Air France.
Air France, that's quite a catch. Reinforces Malaysia as an MRO hub.
Absolutely. It showcases our capabilities on a global stage. And speaking of global reach, Petron has signed a big LNG deal.
Right, with Woodside of Australia. For how long?
15 years. It's about ensuring long-term liquefied natural gas supply, which is vital for energy security.
Now, a bit of caution from S&P Global Ratings regarding Genting.
Yes, they flagged potentially sluggish operations weighing on the company, and they pointed to the New York gaming license bid.
The U.S. $5.5 billion one.
That's the one. They see it as a key event risk. A lot hinges on whether they get that license or not.
So a critical point for Genting could really affect their credit standing.
Potentially, yes. It's a major financial undertaking.
Let's look at the electrical and electronics sector. Exports are looking strong, even set to beat 2024 records.
Yeah, driven mainly by semiconductors, you see companies like UWC reporting huge profit jumps, nearly 7 times higher.
What's driving that surge?
It's largely the global demand for AI. Chips for AI applications are booming.
There's always a but, isn't there? U.S. tariffs.
That's the potential headwind. The threat of U.S. tariffs on semiconductors from certain places adds a layer of uncertainty down the line.
Okay, domestic market check. Proton's having a great run. Best sales month in 3 years.
Absolutely. They crossed the 100,000 units sold mark for 2025 already, back in August.
And their EV, the EMAS 7, leading the pack.
Best-selling EV in Malaysia, yes. It really shows strong local confidence and, importantly, that EV adoption is accelerating here.
People are ready for electric, it seems.
When the product and price are right, yes.
But not all sunshine. CGS International is warning about petrochemicals, a potential glut.
Yes. They're advising investors to be cautious, underweight the sector.
Why the pessimism?
Oversupply issues, particularly in things like ethylene and propylene. Plus, demand might be weakening. That combination could really pressure prices and profits for companies in that space.
Okay, a sector to watch carefully then. Now let's shift to Malaysian political and economic news. The government's moving forward with separating the Attorney General and public prosecutor roles.
Yes, they've outlined an implementation plan. This is a significant institutional reform.
Why is it so important?
It's about creating 2 distinct independent authorities. The goal is to enhance the rule of law, ensure impartiality in prosecutions, fundamentally strengthen governance.
A big structural change. Also on the government front, the PM suspended overseas trips for ministers.
That's right. Priority seems to be on preparing Budget 2026 and the upcoming Asian Summit.
Focusing inward for now.
Seems like it. A period of intense domestic planning and regional diplomacy ahead.
Good news for the palm oil industry. The EU has acknowledged the MSPO certification.
Yes, this is a really big deal. MSPO is Malaysia's sustainable palm oil standard.
And the EU accepting it means?
It means our palm oil is recognized as sustainable and deforestation-free according to their standards. It boosts credibility massively, helps market access, and supports our smallholders who've put in the effort.
Excellent. And on the 1MDB front, more assets recovered.
Another RM39.1 million linked to Jeho Lo and family members, with Singapore's help again.
The recovery effort continues.
It does. It underscores the government's commitment to getting those funds back. Accountability remains a focus.
Looking at the broader economy, the jobless rate is still low.
Yeah, remained at 3.0% in July, a decade low. Stable labor market.
But S&P Global Ratings had another flag. Slower loan growth for banks.
And a slight uptick in bad debts, yes. So it's a mixed picture. Strong labor market, but maybe some headwinds for banks, perhaps linked to corporate demand or SME risks.
Okay. And one more local item. Prepaid SIM registration using My Digital ID soon.
By year end, apparently. The idea is to tighten digital security, close loopholes, prevent misuse of personal data. A necessary step in our digital world. Definitely needed.
All right, let's look internationally. Things seem tense. Poland shot down drones.
Yes, in its own airspace. Reportedly the first NATO member to open fire during the Russia-Ukraine war context.
That feels like a significant escalation.
It certainly is. It highlights the rising tensions in Europe and raises questions about NATO responses going forward.
And over in the South China Sea, China's planning a nature reserve at Scarborough Shoal.
That's the plan announced. Scarborough Shoal is disputed territory, particularly with the Philippines.
So this move, it's likely to cause friction.
Highly likely. It's seen as asserting Chinese sovereignty and administrative control in a very sensitive, resource-rich area. More tension.
Meanwhile, U.S. foreign policy seems complex. President Trump urging the EU towards 100% tariffs on China and India.
To pressure Russia, yes. But at the same time, planning talks with India's PM Modi for a trade reset.
So using both sticks and carrots.
It appears so. A complex mix of pressure and diplomacy, trying to navigate global trade and geopolitical alignments. It's multifaceted.
And finally, the AI boom just keeps rolling. Oracle's Larry Ellison is now the world's richest man.
Top Elon Musk, yeah. Thanks to a massive gain largely fueled by Oracle's cloud contract wins, especially related to AI infrastructure.
It really shows the power shift, doesn't it? NVIDIA, TSMC, OpenAI.
Exactly. The whole ecosystem around AI chips, cloud development is driving immense wealth creation and intense competition. It's reshaping everything.
Even the courts are involved, with Meta and TikTok winning a challenge against EU fees.
Right, regarding the fees under the new Digital Services Act. It shows big tech pushing back on how these new regulations are implemented and calculated. The regulatory landscape is still evolving.
Wow. Okay, so as we've seen today, everything's connected, isn't it? Local business decisions, global politics, tech breakthroughs, they all ripple outwards.
Increasingly so. The lines are definitely blurred. Staying informed feels more crucial than ever.
Absolutely. Think about how these shifts might affect your plans, your investments, maybe even just your outlook. To make sure you don't miss these kinds of insights, please do subscribe to the Malaysia Money Matters podcast. We'll be back soon with another deep dive.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian listed companies.